Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Alberta News and Views. Today, Chrystia Freeland is in Edmonton, Alberta, making a housing announcement. Surprise, surprise. And it is the same old story. Danielle Smith, the provincial government, doesn't want the federal government meddling in our housing business because the money that comes from Justin Trudeau has strings attached. If you want the money from Justin Trudeau for housing, you have to have density. You have to build affordable housing. The houses of the future is what he calls it. Now, Chrystia Freeland is calling it gentle densification. It's just this circus is just getting ridiculous. So for those of you that don't know, Edmonton is very, very liberal. We call it Redmonton. Mayor Sohi has bankrupted the city so bad now that they are at risk of getting a third-party audit or having the provincial government step in and see what's going on with their finances because there is lots of corruption. There is lots of whistleblowers behind the scenes talking about backdoor deals and corruption within the city. Now, having said that, with this press conference, I'm just going to show you the part with Sohi talking about how he risks losing funding from the provincial government because he is going forward and making deals with Chrystia Freeland and Justin Trudeau in terms of housing. Now, also, I must say that the majority of Edmontonians do not want this program. They don't want the rezoning. Same thing in Calgary with Jody Gondek. They don't want the rezoning. But both mayors went ahead with this anyway. And I am telling all you people out there, if you want to infuriate Canadians even more, you have a government that it just keeps on going ahead with these stupid agendas, just keep on forcing it in. It's going to put people to a breaking point. And that's what they're doing. Nobody wants Chrystia Freeland. Nobody wants Mayor Sohi. Nobody wants Justin Trudeau meddling in the provinces. But they just keep on doing it, and they will keep on doing it. It is absolutely ridiculous and infuriating at the same time. And to top it off, they don't answer questions. They still don't answer questions because they don't care. This is an intentional agenda. And if you haven't figured it out yet, they bring in people that have nothing, that are dependent on government. They are not building houses. They are building rental properties for a population that is desperate, that has nothing. When they say Canadians, they're not talking about you or I. They're talking about Canadians that are living in tent towns right now. They're going to move them from the tents into government-owned rental property. And if they don't come out and say it's government-owned, well, then it's their brothers, cousins, friends. They're all buddies, all these developers that are building them. The same thing that has happened in Vancouver, they're just going to blanket it all across Canada. It's not affordable housing. It is developer, foreign-owned rental property. That's what they should be calling it. It's all rentals for an unsuspecting public that has been brought here, and now they're asking themselves why. Listen to this.
Follow-up is for Mayor Sohi. I am curious how concerned you are that some of these strings attached to these federal programs, not just what we saw announced today, but also yesterday, I have to look up the names again, with the home building programs, with the provincial government pushing back so hard, saying we don't want to accept these conditions. How concerned are you that this risks potential funding for City of Edmonton projects?
Oh, I really can't speak to the concerns raised by the province, but I can speak from a practical point of view as a municipality that we have been very progressive in removing barriers to construction and building more housing. And we have been actually recognized by the province of Alberta as well as private sector how we have removed so many barriers and red tape, and it's so easy to actually build homes in the city of Edmonton. I would say we've been actually on a disadvantage in a way that we have removed so many barriers to housing that we actually receive less money because those are more barriers that federal government is pushing other municipality to remove and incentivize them to remove, we have already removed them, right? So I think there's got to be recognition of that. But I firmly believe that building more housing is a collective responsibility, and each of us need to do our own part. And the tools that are available to the municipality are zoning tools, regulatory tools, and they can be a barrier or they can be enabler. And we are actually enabling. So I welcome further conversation in how we can work together, what additional barriers we can remove as a municipality to unlock more housing, affordable housing, particularly non-market housing, actually more particularly, because that's where our challenges are. Market affordability in Edmonton is reasonable compared to other municipalities where we have the lowest amount of non-market housing in Edmonton. So we welcome any whichever way we can to leverage the federal incentives, provincial incentives, and we will always be there to work with them to further remove barriers to construction and building more homes.
I don't know how they can keep a straight face and think that this is going to work out. We're going to build affordable housing. You're building slums. You're building ghettos. You're building projects in areas of cities that normally have neighborhoods. There would have once been peaceful neighborhoods. Now there's going to be house, fourplex, duplex. We all know where this road leads. And I can't believe that he thinks that this is going to work somehow. It will not. This will end just like every other program this liberal NDP government has put its mind to, and it will be an absolute disaster that's going to cost you bazillions of dollars. Every single program is a disaster right now. Every single one. And they just continue on with more instead of fixing the old ones. Nobody wants this government, so nobody is going to work with this government. The developers are going to take the money. Of course they're going to take the money. It's just like every other green fund out there. They don't believe in it. They know these people are idiots. All the developers, they're like, yes, I get more government money. So they're going to take $1 bazillion, however much the government is willing to give them. They'll sign a contract. They don't give a shit because there's nothing ever attached to these contracts and there's no justice in Canada. So it doesn't matter. Look at this guy. He knows. Look at all the money he's getting. He doesn't care. Of course he's going to take the money and be like, oh yeah, this is good for the community. This is great for Canada. We need to work collaboratively. We need to break down barriers. We need to build, and just get it done for all of these people that need all of the help. All they're saying is just give me the money because I don't care. It's just a huge dumpster fire. And I can't believe that they think this is a good thing and that it's going to work out for everyone. It's not. It's not working. There is a reason houses weren't built the last 10 years, 8 to 10 years. There's a reason the houses weren't built. There's a reason for all of this. It's ridiculous. Anybody that thinks that they actually care or they're doing this for the betterment of Canadians, give me a break. I'll keep you updated with everything as usual, as much as I can when I can. Follow me on Substack and Spotify. All of you out there, like, share, and take care.